So these are the civilizations for Yggdrasil and Vale, the 4th matchup in the bracket. Arabia is always the first map. And we have some good Arabia Sims here. Mayans, a good one. Malay. Spanish will have been a good one as well. And Malians, good all-rounder these days. Thanks for spoiling. Now this will be exciting. It would be impossible not to when I need to fetch the information. And it's controversial. Anyway, so let's go for this one. Vale versus Yggdrasil. Mayans versus Aztecs. But we have a Meso Civilization war here. Aztecs versus Mayans. I was just upset that he couldn't pick bypass and took the admin loss. Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe they restarted or something. This is something Arsak would write. Kinda. If I have bad mappery, that's not in the rules, my friend. But I don't mind. It's a league for fun if both players agree. It's not like I can interfere anyway. But yeah, I think we have good, decent indication that Yggdrasil could be Arsak, but we won't know until the final reveal. It could be someone just trying to impersonate Arsak and write things he would write as well. Besides, Arsak would pick purple and not red, so this can't be Arsak, right? Yggdrasil confirmed as the villain of the match. Alright, Vale with the Mayans over here. Didn't really find all of the pigs yet. Maybe not that big of a lead with the longer lasting Mayans resources. Also not going as greedy with the resource pushing. Arsak versus Ken here. How do you know it's Ken? We already have a different player pinned for Ken. And I don't remember which one. Was it Njord maybe? No, it was, yeah. We have like 5 Kens. Ken is a popular guess by the looks of it. These players have their openings down though, the build orders. They have very low idle TC time so far. So that's an indication that they might not be on the lowest spectrum of the players. Yeah, got the second board scouted. No deer pushing yet though. Anyone with bad micro seems to be guessed as me, says Kay. Okay, let's have a look at some more of the players here. I think we didn't show Rody yet. Oh, G'day one with the sub. Thank you, Dennis. Thanks, friend. Can confirm because he shows up in the chat here. Gustavideo likes close maps, likes hand cannoneers, lots of town centers and booming. We haven't really seen that much booming yet. Then we have Aximinator, who is maybe the highest rated of the signups actually. He's yeah, low 1900s, high 1800s. And he does like to play Mayans, to my knowledge. I've seen him play it on flank in team games. Some molding efforts on the opposite side here for the Aztecs. Thank you, thank you. Dennis, I appreciate that. But that's not a given. Lots of players wall at this stage in the game already. It's 7 minutes in. It's fine to start walling if you feel like you can afford it. Snippy, we haven't had Regicide picked yet, so we don't know if Snippy has been present. Let's bring up Andy as well. Goes for 2 fast FCs, likes Nate Sibs and hates Britons. No, I want them to be huge and readable. They're not going to stay on for long anyway.
Yes.
Yggdrasil is a Kong impersonator. What do you mean? Is it the Drudge, Hoya? They're discussing the hotkeys. Lots of the players have had hotkey issues. Kong waltz early. Yeah, but Kong would have militia out by now. Hoya, come on. Kong would be rushing. Okay, we have the barracks going up actually, but... Well, it's a bit late. This has to be a man-at-arms approach for the Aztecs then. If it's men-at-arms, it's not Arsak. Come on. No, Arsak wouldn't make men-at-arms. He hates men-at-arms. Arena! This is IKEA Arena indeed. And you can actually tell from the... There are so many players that would not wall like this. Lots of idiots would just wall between the woodlands and the back there, so... Shit's gotta go. Playing Arena on Arabia. It's 3 on gold. Setting up for fast castle or monk play here maybe, but the barracks is up. So maybe it means to challenge the middle like a proper Arena clown as well. 3 on gold for the minus player. As the Eagle Scout is in front for Yggdrasil to try it. Oh, it's gonna get the villager maybe. Nice, close at least. He's denying the walls. Why the barracks if you're not... Okay, there's a range. Could be skirmisher defense. Maybe. Bringing up the nope info as well. Picks Persians on Water Nomad, which is very useful on this map. Because it's nothing remotely close to Water Nomad in the pool. Never picks Color. That would apply for the previous set actually. And struggles in post Imp. We've seen that from many players, so... that's not really a giveaway. We have another player who this could be, Straumandes. No distinct style, can get quite flustered, so if it gets messy, could be a little bit set up. And Water Map's indoor here, so he can not be the Italians player in the previous game, I think. Maybe he would have picked Islands if that's the case. Yeah, no hot tub here, Dennis, I can't afford that. I don't have space for it. Not a lot of military out and about just yet. They're both making archers and skirmishers. Let's see if Vale can have some... success with the aggression there. Both players fully walled. Venegord says red looks like an Arabian nerd. You mean the Arabia bot called Arsak? 7 of gold. For only 1 range. That's a little bit interesting. Did make another eagle as well. As a response to the skirmishers, probably. Military count quite even here, 31 to 29 in the economy department. These uptimes weren't nearly fast enough for KOTD, come on. Would need to be less than 9 minutes, lower than 9 minutes. Good age for that. 0 Dennis. Thanks for the prime. So Vale trades armies 5-0 KD. That's pretty impressive trade thus far. However, it's not really able to get inside Yggdrasil's base to do proper damage, and if Yggdrasil gets to the castle age earlier, a full-on Eagles or just an Aztecs Monks siege style approach could be tough. Oh, stone walls! Who is this guy? He's making arena. Arsak, you're not even trying to hide. Who are you? You missed the concept of Hidden Cup. I mean, the market is up now. We can go castle edge. Just need a little bit more gold. Sell wood, maybe. Or just wait for enough. There we go. We're gonna have the castle edge click from the Aztecs now. Should be convincingly ahead of the Mayans, who even got wheelbarrow now. Nice job from Andy impersonating my playstyle. Yeah, that's true. Andy has been guessed. Is that a hole, by the way? Ooh, that could backfire. Skirmish defense against the Mayans, that's something you'd almost go into blind, because you just expect the Mayans to open archers. Looks like an eagle switch situation here. 3 barracks, that could work quite well, but it's only 30 seconds of a time window for Yggdrasil, but at least you get to start producing the eagles before you get to the next stage. And now it doesn't look that much like Arsak anymore, because he will go monks. He's not in the castle age just yet. Your raids incoming. Ten, 16, military, elite skirm, probably not gonna happen here. Takes the hill, but there are a couple of eagles here as well that could do decent here. Stream dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just have to keep going here. What's going on? Doesn't say anything about region internet providers messing with my connection. Just a moment. Just need to make sure I am connected. I am back online, I think. Yeah, sorry about that. Hope it won't be a consistent issue. No, I'm not online. Come on. Sorry about that. I hope I'm back. Looks like the Eagles are paying off decently, but they're not trading great here. DKD is still positively ahead for Vale here. Vale is beginning to look more like Bevi to me, or Oximinator. Not sure if Bevi would prefer Mayans for Arabia opening, but so maybe Oximinator, because the micro is on point, is taking very low losses here in general. But now the Eagles are getting decent trades again as well. They have the +2 defense. They... Not sure if they have the Squires upgrade or not. But yeah, I mean, they're evening out here, they're getting decent trades. It's a triple TC boom for Vale though, and only one TC for Yggdrasil. So this is going to be a tough one for the red player to do enough damage to set back the Mayans here. Still committed to the crossbows. That's ballsy of Vale, but I guess Vale knows that the army trades have been well in their favor, or in his favor. Here comes the forward siege workshop. Are we going to see some monasteries as well? They would count a little bit on the low side, but you also have 18 on gold for Yggdrasil. It's a plain full gold investment here. Probably going to rely a bit on the market for further production as well. Okay, no monastery yet, just a house. As the crossbows move over, no eagles here to deal with those. They are out of position, so Vale should be able to break through here. Unless we get some proper walling done here. No, you don't wall this out. These crossbows are going to be horrible for Yggdrasil to deal with now. Tries to produce some eagles at home. How many eagles do we need to clean this? Maybe 6 or 7. Yeah, he's pulling the eagles back home. Maybe he'll be able to clean it up after all. Already garrisoning the TC as well, just preemptively, just to not risk the villagers going down. Ballistics is in for yellow as well, so the crossbows will hit the moving units more efficiently. And yeah, the eagles should clean that up. They're higher in numbers than the crossbows. Gets a little bit of us around here as well, but it does delay the forward aggression, and now we have the monastery up as well. Aztecs obviously want to collect the relics as well, because they get 33% more gold from relics. One huge issue for Yggdrasil though is the economic situation here. No economic damage whatsoever has been done to the Mayans, as more ranges pop up here for the yellow player as well. Not going to get to the Imperial Age just yet, but has stone in the making, which would allow for a forward castle and to push in with an Imperial Age army of trebuchets and arbalests, perhaps. 2 mangonels here. That's not as easy to focus down. Where's the villager to repair though? It's not quite around here. Eagle numbers 18 and counting. 4 barracks producing, but the food count a little bit on the low side to keep consistent quadruple barracks production going. I used the siege to take out some of the production capabilities here. Vale is committing to quintuple ranges production here. He's going to lose 1 range though, but also loses 1 mangonel. Takes out 1 mangonel for free. Take out 2 mangonels almost for free. Good hit there, but it's uphill, so most of the crossbows survive. Something though, 18 eagles against almost twice as many crossbows. I think the crossbows clean that, unfortunately. Okay, I take it back. I'm not sure this is Arsak anymore, because I think Arsak would have GG'd at this point. He would be bored with the Mayans' defensiveness and the lack of progress with the aggression here, but we'll see. We'll see by the end of the tournament who is actually Yggdrasil and Vale and everyone else here for the reveal, the grand reveal at the end. So far we're barely started the round of 8, so there's still lots of matches and sets to be played. Round of 8 and semifinals are best of 5, and the final is a best of 7, like in the OG Hidden Cups. That's a beautiful defensive castle, and I don't think there's any stopping Vale from getting that one up. Whoa, beautiful mangonel hit though. That's half of the crossbow army going down in 1 shot there. So okay, I guess that cast. Oh, he started. Oh, mangonels. Oh, okay. Vale deletes it in time. Oh yeah. I think so. The turnaround for Yggdrasil now is down to half of the economy. Vale now going Imperial Age, still has 23 crossbows, has 5 ranges producing, 20% cheaper archers or crossbows at this point. It's going to be 30% in the Imperial Age, so there's still good chances for Vale to double up on the army numbers again and have a deadly mass with a Bracer Arbalest entering the Imperial Age. Castle going up on this side is, instead. Vale might go for some Blue Archers at some point for some mobility and yeah, like the Mine's equivalent of a Blue Archer, really. Now Pawn Center going up as well. Could this be our resident boomer, Gustavino? And I don't think the skill gap between Gustavino and Arsak is that high, though, if that's the two of them. So, probably not. The GG is called. Yggdrasil feels like the damage can't be done well enough. Oh, that's wrong player. Yellow takes the first game. Vale wins that one. 31 seconds before Imperial Age. KD actually quite similar, but then the economy and the progression here is it's been twice the economy for quite a while now for Vale, and that's hard for the Aztecs player to get back over the Mayans. With the early ballistics there, it's 24-45, but that's just Mayans economy for you. Very convincing economic lead here for Vale. Obviously a good boomer. Likes to boom but needs to work on idle TC time. That fits the description of Vevi. So that's gonna be my working theory for now. But we have more boomers in the lineup for sure. Let's go back to the draft and tick off Aztecs losing to the Mayans here. We will be going to the disallowed home map of bypass here. So Yggdrasil picking a home map that isn't allowed to be picked, but could still be a good game. Let's have a look and wait, let's look at civs again. Bohemians should probably be the bypass civ here. I'm not sure what we're gonna see from Yggdrasil. Maybe the Spanish, but let's just go to game 2 and see. Ha! Bypass coming up. Well, this map is not allowed to play in the round 16, so that's something that has to be punished through admin actions. There's a passage in the middle here. It's like a modified hideout because the layout is hideout, right? But then the middle is open. So you typically see the players walling the opposing side with palisades or houses of their own. So that you can't easily pass through with some kind of units here. If you go for an early enough men-at-arms towers opening though, I guess you could still technically break through the middle, but then they just stonewall behind before your men-at-arms can really hit the walls, so that has to be really fast and early if that's gonna work. All that desert hurts my eyes. Yeah, clouds don't like sand, apparently. So you have elephants inside, at least with this generation. Suppose you could push in hunt from outside. But there's also massive amounts of food to the side here. Hunt, berries, some stray golds and stones. There's lots of extra resources on this map. No stone walls, what is this? This is bypass. It's a hideout clone, but with an interesting modification in the middle. You can't build on this terrain, by the way, so you can't just drop a castle here and have some good old fun. And map. Yeah, any map with stone walls is a bad map. I agree with that. And though, of course, that's not what Hoya meant. Ban Akkal. Just my personal opinion, I don't mind casting them. But in the interest of getting through the games... Ooh, interesting approach. Not moving forward. But walling with houses behind here instead. Actually makes it harder for Vale to break through here. Not sure what the idea is with Bohemians here, but it's a late game powerhouse for sure. But then you have the Spanish, which could go FC Conquistadors or monks and donkeys for that matter. Donkey monks. I think this is a... Oh, he actually broke the walls to push in the hunt as well. It's a fast castle approach from both, isn't it? Vale is going up at 26 population here. Yggdrasil is going to go for the castle drop, so he's going up at an even higher population. Seeded one farm, got the elephants, got the hunt in as well. Did not... Oh, deleted the walls as well, actually, to push in the hunt. Gaia vision, yes. Misclicked there. Wanted to see the other players, of course. 28 pop to the feudal age for the Spanish. 3 seconds on time, no big issues there. It's going to be a 28 pop FC for Vale and probably a 29 for Yggdrasil. No, 30, sorry, 30 with the castle drop and potential conquistadors here. Or monks, monk siege. But monk rush would be going up at a lower population for maximum effect. So there's not too much happening until we can reach the next few ages. Bailey didn't even wall off here, he's walling off now with the stone walls. So now Voye is getting his stone walls, finally. Castle Age now on the way for Vale. Yggdrasil also going up. It's about a half minute apart, so that's not too shabby for the Spanish. That could be good news for the Spanish, actually. As more farms are being seeded, this is even more indicative of a Conquistadors play. We're heavy on the stone, and we have 9 farms. Could also be fast imp monk traps, but it's just it's a little bit too few. And maybe 9 farms is enough for that, actually. Vale is stealing my playstyle walling. Okay, so the castle probably gonna go up here. And... oh, really? Okay, castle, 1-3. Fast Imperial Age monk traps, and Vale is going right for the boom. And monks for some relics collection perhaps, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relics total. Right 3 TCs, this is just playing right into Yggdrasil's hands. Yggdrasil could just dominate here with the monks and trebuchets. With this approach. Because it's missing like 500 food, 300 gold to click Imperial Age here, seeding some more farms. Could be that he wants to make some conquistadors as well, but yeah, I guess that's viable as well, because the palisade buildings would crumble to conquistadors' pressure here. But there are so many farms already. Okay, so there are gonna be some conks. Would need a ramp or something to break through here though. Might be better to just move around. Vale can play Monk Redemption defense. Yeah. Double stone walls now. So the conquistadors will need to move all the way around. Obviously worth just having a look. You might get to snipe the walling villager even, but with the accuracy of the conquistadors, I'm not too sure about that. Just lapping at the walls? What? Come on. Could have scouted that. Yeah. New plan, I think. Oh, petards! What a bloody genius. It's double layers of walls though, almost. So you need to place your petards carefully. Brilliant. Vale with 48 villagers now, 15 villagers lead soon. But if the petards, if you have enough petards to get through here, I think you'll need 3, right? Because you need to break the palisade and then the stone walls, but these aren't started. So if you petard through here, you can no, you can't build here, Hoya. This is unbuildable terrain, so you can't place a castle here. Yeah, monk defense, that's good. Monk could technically convert the petards as well, couldn't he, from distance? Thought you as a map scripter would know, Hoya. Get your act together. Villager moving forward, petards moving forward, but that's not enough! There are palisades in front here. That should not be enough, but I guess the conquistadors could complete the final blow. Uh-oh, it's starting to click. Oh! He's through, actually! Ooh! Monk goes down. Thanks to the high damage output of the conquistadors, 16. Vale doesn't seem to be panicking just yet, though. It looks like it was going into a archer crossbow situation here. And Yggdrasil now aiming for the Imperial Age, getting Inquisition so that the Spanish units will be harder to convert, unless that's changed in the recent patch. Or is it that they convert more quickly? Oh, never mind. Monk technologies, so we're gonna have some monks and trebuchets entering the Imperial Age. 1 PC here, aggression from, yeah, true arena clown style here. Definitely confirms some Arsak suspicions here. But would Arsak not read the rules and pick a map that's not allowed in the round of 16? There we go. Imperial Age is in, another monastery being added as well. We have some of the crucial monk technologies in. The Sanctity and Fervor for hit points and movement speed. Only 4 conquistadors, might not need so many. Oh, hand cannoneers here. Hand cannoneers and boobs. Boobs. And since Gustavino wrote in his player description that he likes hand cannoneers, that could be our guy. They have high damage output as well, and I guess it gives less back for conversions. I'm not sure if I understand the hand cannoneer idea here, but they probably trade well against conquistadors. Trade cost efficiently with the roughly the same damage output, but easier to mass because they can be made in the ranges. 2 trebuchets out for Yggdrasil. No chance of any. I mean, there's no point in defensive castle for Vale at this point, to be honest. Monks are out, some monk micro at work here. Gonna get some hand cannoneers conversions. Only 3 conquistadors now, so the hand cannoneers are indeed working. But we also need something to deal with these trebuchets, right? Block printing obviously in as well, gives the monks extra range, so they outrange the hand cannoneers by far now. 1 trebuchet firing at each town center here, which is going to force Vale into constant repairs, and that's costly on the wood. But at the same time, Vale is relocating, is moving to the sides, lots of free food to be taken here. But now it's running out of everything. Looks like the Spanish aggression is paying off here for bypass. really hard to withstand block printing monks and siege with castle age units. I think our best option would be like massed light cavalry, but that's just not an option for Bohemians. They have nearly useless cavalry. No bloodlines. No. Yeah, their cavalry just isn't good. I guess light cav could still work at this point if you could mass 20 or 30 of them with castle age upgrades, but you need to get there. And the hand cannoneers, it's interesting approach, but they're getting easily converted. Light cavalry has conversion resistance and bonus damage against monks. It's so easy to see who it is. Which one? I think I know who you mean, Andy. But okay, castle on the side, but the economy is suffering from Vale here now. I mean, it's 80 villagers currently, but it's about to be no town centers at all. Yeah, this strategy is an RSAC play, to be honest. That's not to say others couldn't pull off conquistadors and fast imp monk tribes, though. But the monk micro is on point, so this is one player who has played their share of arena games. Vale struggling for army mass now, struggling for economy as well, has to use the market to keep production going. No way Vale is going to get to the Imperial Age anytime soon. Great pressure from the red player here, pushing further and further into the yellow base, and while Vale has relocated to the left hand side, there's not much going on over here, just a few gold miners and a castle. And now we're gonna have a Spanish second town center, but they're gonna run into a bit of a surprise here, as this is roughly half of Yggdrasil's economy. Just gonna sacrifice themselves into castle fire over here if this attempt goes on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, what's more interesting here, the Trebs push or the villagers going into certain death? Let's have a look. Conquistadors doing work. Oh! Oh! He reacts! No! Yes! Huh? Okay, one villager. That's good. Good work, to be honest. Losing only one villager there. Good reaction. We now have 4 trebuchets, 10 monks, and some converted units doing work here. Still committing to the hand cannoneers here. Oh, oh, oh. How many villagers does it take to kill one conquistador? I mean, Vale, you are not the Spanish player here. You are not the guy with supremacy. Hey, happy Dandy, thanks for the follow. Nice to see you in that Land Madness in a couple of weeks. Yggdrasil moving to the right instead now, starting to add some more economy here. This is Roddy's player card, and he says he likes hand cannoneers, so maybe this is Roddy. The GG is called, even though it was on a forbidden map for the round of 16s. And the Andys are having a chat in my chat. Nice. Let's browse through the stats and find game 3. Well, they both didn't realize the map is in... Isn't, you mean? In round 1? You could say it's on the responsibility of both players, yes, but... ultimately... home map picker is the one doing the wrong. Vale did choose a map that was in the round of 16, so that would be the Bohemians losing to the Spanish. So yeah, we can read up on the drama later in the sheet, but we're going to watch the final game anyway. That's going to be on Hideout, so another close map there, where Malay would make sense because they can go up so quickly and undisturbed on Hideout. Whereas for Vale, I think it has to be Saracens, and that's kind of a papaya pit sim, to be honest. Saracens, Mayans, Bohemians. Damn it, maybe Vale could be papaya pit. Saracens on Hideout. That's kind of a papaya pit thing, and it would also be a papaya pit thing to read the rules and know that some maps are not allowed. But then he would have said it before, maybe. Third game. Is on Hideout, and it's one of these far away situation. What beers do you want at Land Madness? IPAs, like New England IPAs or West Coast IPAs. They are among my favorites, but any good pilsners, like craft pilsners, nice as well. That's my preferred style. So, Yggdrasil with the Malay here, not a huge surprise. How you hate IPA? No, it's the best. It's the best. And Vale with the Saracens. No huge surprises in the picks here, looking at their drafts. Both good civilizations for Halo, however. Malay should have the upper hand here, given the fact that they can go up so much quickly. More quickly. Speed it up a little bit here because it's Hideout. It's just going to be deer pushing and economy setup for a little bit low. Friedland Juicy IPA is the exception. That tastes like artificial fruit soda. Tastes like soap. It's not good. Yeah, well, regular Friedland IPA is good. I agree. So, no barracks for either player here yet. So we might not see feudal age aggression here actually. We're re-walling from Yggdrasil with the Malay. Oh, is going up actually. No. 4 on stone. 20 pop up. If Yggdrasil is going tower rushing, then Yggdrasil is not Arsak. No. What's the plan here? 20 pop up. Is it going to be tower defense against the Saracens then? Is that the thing? Barracks going up just now for Vale. Is it 20? Eh? So 20 pop as well. Got some. Why is what? Yeah, I'm confused. Yggdrasil with the. Oh yeah, Malay go up faster obviously. I'm already getting sleepy here. I'm messing things up. But Yggdrasil has the faster feudal age, so easily wins the scouts fight here. Vale is sending just 2 villagers forward. They're probably going to play some forward ranges then. So maybe Yggdrasil is seeing right through this, is expecting the Saracens to go for some kind of forward archers ranges play. And being on stone already, you could just place a few strategic defensive towers and then they invest more into the economy and benefit from the faster up to the castle age and then just dominate the game. Proper English beer. All of the beer I've had, most of the beer I've had in England, and it has had so little carbonation, it's not really enjoyable to drink. And the thing you call cider is Just like bitter juice. If it gets you drunk, it's proper. I guess I'll buy that argument. Finally getting this scout there, so Vale now, effectively blind, won't really be able to scout efficiently inside Yggdrasil's base. 2 strategically placed towers here now, might even place a third one on the berries just to be completely safe. This could obviously be upgraded to guard towers later as well, so it's not necessarily a complete waste, just seen right through the Saracens' approach here of soon to be double ranges. Economic upgrades in as well, so we'll call it a feudal age boom from the Vale, if you will. There's no aggression happening yet. There's 5 or so archers, no fletching, no blacksmith probably, no market, but here it comes. So Vale could sell the stone, did sell the stone for some quick gold access here to keep going. Might actually aim for, is he aiming for the castle age now? They're still making the archers. It's pretty heavy on the gold, or 8 on gold, that's actually appropriate for double range archers, but look at the tower's placement here. I'm gonna turn on that hideous circle for just a moment, just for... where is that? Here. I gave up. I wanted to control the range of the towers, but they're within range of each other, these two. So even if you break through with the archers here, you're gonna struggle to get past the towers. You can't camp underneath the towers because they are within range of each other. And Vale says no to the flare of Yggdrasil, so the taunting game is on now. Castle edge clicked. Who do you think have Moreau archers? That's a valid question. It's a good lead to the gas stage for Vale, at least. So if you get crossbows, at least you'll take out buildings even more efficiently, but there are 4 towers to defend for Yggdrasil now. And it should be clicking gas station not too long as well. And with the Malay faster research speed to the next stage, that's only going to take like 1 minute 20 seconds or so for the Malay to get to the gas stage. Very patiently massing the armies here. Vale apparently doesn't want to try and engage until the crossbows are in, so it's a little bit on the slow side. I'm leaning more and more towards Papaya Pete for the Saracens here, to be honest. He would play Saracens on Thailand, he would play Mayans on Arabia, and he would probably consider Bohemians for bypass as well, so it's a valid guess. But especially the hideout and Saracens, that's a Papaya Pete thing. Ooh. Why do you hate on IPA so much, Andy? Happy the Andy. I like the fruitiness of it. Crossbow in, Bodkin on the way, and Vale is going to run into an unpleasant surprise here, as it's only 30 seconds for Yggdrasil to reach the next stage. Now Vale probably thinks he could camp underneath this tower. That's not quite going to happen. And actually Yggdrasil is also very close to be able to afford a castle with the stone in the bank. So you could get the castle up and start pumping out Karambit warriors as well from your castles to raid if you want to properly meme. And I was trying to break back out here, dancing, trying to avoid tower fire, and lost 4 or 5 crossbows to nothing there. Or to towers, but yeah. Here goes the castle, and you can't really deny it. This is clever defense, well played by Yggdrasil so far to withstand the aggression. Castle is going to complete, so it's as safe and sealed as it can be in this base. Scorpion now from Vale, and that's actually a cost-efficient solution to deal with small groups of crossbows in the early castle age, especially when they were already weakened. If you just have a couple of crossbows to reinforce your tower's fire, you'll keep the crossbows completely out here. Here goes the Wonderstray again. Could just be to contest the relics around the map. There are 5 relics total. 3 of them closer to Yggdrasil, to be fair, but these things just happen. Siege weapons added. I'm not sure if a mangonel is the proper choice now, unless you want to try and push the gold and get through here. That might be an option. Double range is still producing the crossbows and 2 mangonels as well, but it's just how do you punish, how do you damage the Vale here? This is just textbook defense from Yggdrasil here. It seems like a huge commitment to go for the towers, but it's just seen right through the Saracen's plan for hideout here and acting accordingly. Just not going for the aggression at all. Looked like he was going to a tower rush for a moment, but he just went for a really fast feudal age to get a few defensive towers up. And now, if he gets a university up, he could research guard tower here as well, and then the mangonels won't really be able to do much either. They won't be able to punch through. If guard tower is researched, because they will be stronger and have better range. And that could be a 1 for 3. But Vale pulls away in time. Doesn't get the mangonel. Good mangonel micro from Yggdrasil here as well. Going for some Karambit warriors. Vale with the recent balance changes actually get instant military infantry defense upgrades. How that mangonel didn't die, I have no idea. But somehow Yggdrasil defended that one. It's just an extended castle age fight in the works here, but Vale isn't really doing any damage. No eco damage done. Yggdrasil has a 10-2 KD. He's dominating here with the impeccable defense so far. He's going bonkers with the Karambit warriors as well, and he was doing in this out. I mean, to be fair, these guys shouldn't really be chasing the siege at this point. They should just be breaking through this gate here with a surprise attack, and that could just be the GG. But now it's revealed them. So benefiting from the fact that they have the +2 defense immediately. And they're dirt cheap and take only half population space, so you could mass a lot of them without it impacting your house situation. They shouldn't be trading well against crossbows though. You'd need way more for that. Oh, it's chasing. They move fast as well. I mean, they move at 120 speed, so they're like 0.30 tiles per second faster than the crossbows, so they'll catch up with them. Only 20 of them now, so no more Karambits in the making for the time being. Mangonels trying to get some hits in. That's going to be 3 Mangonels for Yggdrasil, maybe 1 going down to the crossbows, but oh, big hit! That's the Mangonel hit into GG for Vale. Yggdrasil taking the win, but after looking at the stats, we're going to look at one issue, and that's the fact that Bypass is not an available pick for the round of 16. And being the strict and unpopular admin that I am, we had to find solutions together with Shakuni, and one solution that was offered was to replay the game on a different home map of Yggdrasil, but with a 5% handicap in the lobby for Vale on that new home map. As you can see it here. No, they actually didn't discuss that situation here. They probably discussed it in the in-game chat or something. I don't know why that happened, but Bypass can't be beaten in round 16. Cheat. Should maybe contact admin about that. Admin won't reply. I take admin win then. But yeah, a replay was offered with a handicap situation. But however, picking a disallowed map is not allowed, so in the end that's a 2-1 for Vale. I guess we'll do Frigg versus Thor next.